It's that time again, House of Pain fans. Welcome to episode 14 of Hot TV. Coming up later on in this episode, the Tank, Jackson Bane, defends his House of Pain heavyweight title against Tommy Tate. The great Tommy Taylor. That's the one. The Tank against Tommy Taylor coming up later on in this episode. And an exclusive interview with the man back in episode 6 who won the Over the Top Rope Rumble match right here on Hot TV, and now he can challenge for any House of Pain title that he wants. His name is the cool cat Dante Durden. But until then, before that interview, we are headed to action with the man himself as he takes on Timberwolfe, the Steel City Nightmare from Rainworth. Hello again, House of Pain fans. We are at the Rainworth Welfare in what should be an ultra competitive match. We see Dante Durden and the Steel City Nightmare Timberwolfe ready to go one-on-one, as you see Dante Durden throwing his toothpick into the crowd and telling Timberwolfe to go fetch, much to the delight of the fans here in Rainworth. The bell has gone. Two men very eager to climb the ranks here in the House of Pain middleweight division. Both hard hitting, ultra competitive, as Timberwolfe shoots in for a waistlock reversed by Dante and a big takedown shooting straight into the front face lock. Dante Durden, so technically proficient. You can go to the mat with the best of them. A full spin there as you see Timberwolfe trying to spin out of the front face lock. And again, Dante just vice grip, will not let go. Transitions to, there it is, an armbar. Timberwolfe blocking with both hands. As you see, hands locked together. Dante needs to straighten out that arm and he's got it straight. Just as Timberwolfe gets to the ropes. Referee Kevin Redman there has to break. Timberwolfe was lucky. If that was on for any longer away from the ropes, he might have had to submit this early on in the match. And you can see Timberwolfe getting very angry at the Renner fans chanting woof at him. He better concentrate on this match and his dangerous opponent in Dante Durden and not get distracted by the kids. There you see him going in for a single leg, briefly blocked by Dante. It spins out into a wrist lock. Beautiful roll through by Dante, taking his own wrist lock there. Again, going back to that arm, applying some pressure, transitioning to a top wrist lock and tripping. You see that knee now going into the elbow joint of the Steel City Nightmare as he bends his hands and fingers back. You can hear Timberwolfe screaming in pain. Dante seems to want to dismantle that arm, trying to bend it the way it's not meant to be bent. Timberwolfe rolling through to try and relieve some of the pressure, but Dante's moved with him now and he's still going after that wrist and those fingers as he stops and transitions to a full armbar. Timberwolfe got to start protecting that arm. Dante with a beautiful arm drag, still holding on to that armbar. And Timberwolfe, no other way out of it. He's gone to the ropes again. Dante with a clean break, quite the sportsman. You know, as soon as they connect again, though, he's probably going to go after that arm again. Timberwolfe now sitting on the apron, having a little sulk. Really being wound up by these Renner fans with those cat calls of woof. As you see, there you see Timberwolfe with a kick to the abdomen as Dante was slightly caught off guard. Puts him in the corner of a big club to the chest. And once again, he's being distracted by those kids outside the ring, chanting woof. Hard reversal to the buckle. Up he goes. Big backbreaker. Straight down. Shoots the pin. Just a 2 count. Seems to have left the arm for now. Dante, and he's concentrating on something a bit more high impact with that backbreaker. Let's see if he goes back to the arm to set up one of his many submissions he has from that position. There you see him. Well, he obviously didn't like that stomp from Timberwolfe a couple of minutes ago. You see, keeping eye contact with the referee. Was taking some little cheap shots of his own, a little payback from Timberwolfe, but he's getting up behind him. And he attacks him from behind. Typical Timberwolfe behaviour. Let's see if Dante can get back from this. We'll be back in a few seconds, House of Pain fans.
Hey, I heard you were a wild one. Ooh, if I took you home and be your owner, show me how you do. I wanna shut down the club with you. Hey, I heard you like the wild ones, wild ones, wild ones.
Oh, I like crazy, foolish, stupid, party going wild, fist pumping music. I might lose it, glass to the roof, how we lose it, lose it, lose it. I don't care tonight, she don't care, we like almost there, the right vibe, ready to get live, ain't no surprise, take me so high, jumping those dives, surfing the crowd. Ooh, said I gotta be the man, I'm the head of my band, mic check 1, 2. Shut them down in the club where the Playboy does, till they all get loose, loose, out the bottle, we all get fit in again tomorrow. Gotta break rules, cause that's the motto, club shut down 100 supermodels.
Hey, I heard you were a wild one. Ooh, if I took you home and be your owner.
And we're back, House of Pain fans. Timberwolfe has been in complete control after that cheap shot, and you see a big reverse atomic drop, a full charge off the ropes, and a vicious lariat putting Dante Durden down on the mat. Dante can't have a lot left after that, but he's still kicking out. You can see by Timberwolfe's body language, he's getting wound up now. That Dante won't stay down, and still being wound up by the fans here in Renouf with those chants of woof. Huge sidewalk slam. Dante Durden's back must be in bits right now. After that lariat down to the mat, a big sidewalk slam, that cheap shot that started all of it off, and he hasn't been able to get any momentum back since he was attacked from behind by Timberwolfe. A big body slam, there you go. Timberwolfe looking to put the finishing pieces of the puzzle together and take the win here in Renouf. Still being distracted by the Renouf House of Pain fans. If he's not careful, he's going to make a mistake. Dante Durden is a dangerous individual if you give him any space whatsoever, any recovery time. He's up on the second, and he misses a huge splash from the second rope. That was the mistake that I was talking about. He might have had the match won if he wasn't so preoccupied with what was going on around the ring. Dante Durden slapping the mat, trying to get some adrenaline going so he can mount some sort of offense here. You see him pulling himself up in the corner. Timberwolfe back to his feet as well. As he comes out, he blocks a punch and a big kick to the knee. Catches Timberwolves and another kick to the midsection. Ducks under Timberwolfe. Kick to the arm, kick to the arm, kick to the ribs. He's all over him. Lining him up in the corner with these big kicks. And a back elbow rolling away to create some space. A charge, a shoulder block to the midsection. And now will he make it a threesome? A big knee to the face. Dante Durden using a wide variety of offense as he sees Timberwolfe on the ropes. Only the ropes holding Timberwolfe up right now, it seems. As he's going for that big knee finish that he uses, Timberwolfe smartly rolls to the apron, creates some space as he comes up and plants his shoulder into Dante. Nice slide through there by Timberwolfe. Normally he focuses on aggression, but he can wrestle. A very slick wrestler. A miss of a head kick and a club to the back. He's going for that big pump handle, and he gets it. Huge pump handle slam by Timberwolfe. He normally A surprising kick out by Dante Durden. He normally puts people away, does the Steel City Nightmare, with that pump handle slam, and you can tell by his body language that he thought that was it as well. He must be shocked, thinking what does he have to do to keep Dante Durden down after hitting that huge pump handle slam and it not doing the job. Timberwolfe now losing his temper, hooking him for what must be an attempt at his gut wrench power bomb. Dante Durden reverses into a big Hurricane Rana, using his momentum, ducks a big swing, up for a back suplex, and face plants him down to the mat, and finishes up with a big sliding knee. Not sure he got all of that. Timberwolfe kicks out. A glancing blow there by Dante Durden. If he had got all of that, that might have been it, but it shows how much has been taken out of Dante, that he wasn't able to complete that move like he normally does. You see him dragging Timberwolfe back into the ring, and Timberwolfe brought his jacket with him. He's just trying to grab onto anything now to create some space. Referee Kevin Redmond putting the jacket out. Timberwolfe taking the advantage and shoving his thumb into Dante's eye. Now he's got his kendo stick. He swings, and the kendo stick bounces off the top rope and slams Timberwolfe in the face. And here comes Dante with big high impact knee. That's what he uses to put people away. And it's a 3 count. A big win here in Renner for Dante Durden as he moves up the rankings of the House of Pain middleweight division. Okay, House of Pain fans, we are back. What a great match there from Renner between Dante Durden and the Steel City Nightmare Timberwolfe. Joining us right now on this interview is the man himself, Dante Durden, who back in episode 6 won a over-the-top rope battle royal match to become a challenger to any House of Pain title that he pleases. And I believe you have chosen the middleweight title currently held by the absolute legend Danny Chase. Dante, great to have you back on House of Pain TV. How are you feeling today?
Thank you very much. It's good to be here, and I'm feeling very well today.
Excellent.
Feeling very confident. Happy to speak to you again.
Yes, of course. So you've chosen Danny Chase and the middleweight title. I personally think that is a great fit for you. Stylistically, the belt makes sense. Okay, it's more of the wrestler title, and you know, we've said many times about how well-rounded you are as a wrestler. You can go to the air, you can go to the mat, you can mix power and strikes with the best of them. Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing, okay, if you can realize your potential and take that belt from what some people would say is the one of the mouthiest people in House of Pain wrestling.
Oh yeah,
the absolute legend.
I mean, there really wasn't any other choice. As you said, you know, I'm not a heavyweight, I'm not a full throttle guy, but the middleweight title is what I consider to be the workhorse championship of House of Pain. And that's really where I see myself. And to be honest with you, I can't think of anyone better to take it from than the absolute legend Danny Chase. I mean, I'd look forward just to be able to have the match with him, let alone it'd be a title match as well.
I'm sure many of the House of Pain fans would agree. They would love to see you take the belt off of the absolute legend. But, however, one man that disagrees with your number one contender status is the man that you threw over the top rope to win that Rumble match. That is the former member of Violence and Volume, former tag team champion, former 3-time full throttle champion, and possibly the rival for Danny Chase's biggest mouth in House of Pain Wrestling, and that is the loudmouth Davey Thompson, who I believe is going to join us at his insistence of being part of this interview. He has apparently something to say. Davey, you got thrown over the top rope by Dante. You lost that Rumble. You lost your opportunity to challenge for any singles title. Now you are in the singles ranks after a successful run as House of Pain Tag Team Champions. What is it that you have on your mind?
Well, I just think it's ridiculous that for some reason Dante gets a championship for winning a battle royal. What have you done, Dante? As it's already been said, I'm a former tag champ, and you forgot to say, Sticks, first ever 3-time Full Throttle champion. So I'm obviously next in line.
Well, that remains to be seen, Davey. I mean, the fact is you were given the opportunity, as were everyone else in that Rumble, and Dante Durden was the man who stood tall at the end of that match. So if you think that you are worthy, okay, you're probably going to have to go through Dante to get that title shot. Okay, Dante, would that be a match that you'd be willing to have? Okay, we can't have anyone, second guessing your number one contender status.
No, I mean, it doesn't surprise me at all that the loudmouth has something to cry about again because he didn't get what he wants. Yeah, I feel like me versus Davey Thompson sounds like a brilliant match, and I don't really feel that I have all that much to prove against Davey Thompson, but I'd be more than happy to prove that I am the true number one contender.
As with Danny Chase, I'm sure the House of Pain fans would enjoy you shutting another loudmouth on the House of Pain roster. And speaking of Danny Chase and speaking of title reigns, also joining us in this interview is the only man to hold all 3 singles titles in House of Pain Wrestling, the Grand Slam winner and current House of Pain middleweight champion, the absolute legend Danny Chase. Danny, you heard what Davey Thompson and Dante have to say. They're coming after your title. They want to be the middleweight champion. Do you have a preference as to who you face out of these 2 gentlemen?
Every time I have a title, people line up to come at me because they think they can beat me. And do you know what? It's very rare that ever happens. Whether it's Dante or the loudmouth, it really doesn't bother me. I'm the absolute legend. I'm the best. I'm the best person to have ever laced up a pair of boots in House of Pain.
Well, that is
not only am I the middleweight champ, I'm the longest reigning middleweight champ. And that's a fact.
Danny,
so I don't care. I don't care whether it's the loudmouth or Mr. Kendo Stick. They can both come at me. I don't care.
Danny, you do realise we've been on lockdown for about 3 months now, and I don't think that should be taken into account when it comes to your title reign. I don't think Tank is currently going around saying that he is a 6-month reigning heavyweight champion. The world has kind of stopped for 3 months. I don't think it counts, but you may in time be the longest middleweight champion that we have, but I'm sure the 2 gentlemen in this interview that are coming after your belt will have something to say about that. What do you think, Davey Thompson first? If you were to go one-on-one with Danny Chase, you're both known for not exactly sticking to the rules when it comes to a wrestling match. You're also both heavily successful, having championship belts around your waist or over your shoulder. How would that match even play out if you 2 went one-on-one?
It's really easy, Sticks. You've obviously not thought about this. I walk into that ring, Danny walks into that ring, the belt gets held high, and then I win 1, 2, 3. And I walk away a champion once again.
Okay. Well,
the difference between me and you, Davey, is when I talk, I back it up. You're just all talk.
Oh, you're a feisty one, you are, Danny. Oh, Jesus.
Well, one person who lets his actions do more of the talking than his words is the current number one contender, Dante Durden. You have 2 very big challenges ahead of you if you choose to prove your number one contender status to Davey Thompson, as we referenced to earlier, or if you go straight ahead and you challenge for that middleweight title against Danny Chase. like you have the right to do. But if you get in the ring with Danny Chase and that middleweight title was on the line, how do you see that match playing out, and how do you feel your route to victory looks?
Don't get me wrong, I'm not underestimating Danny Chase in the slightest. He calls himself the absolute legend for a reason. And I said that I was looking forward to this match because it'll be a great challenge for me. However, you know, the very last match that I had in House of Pain was the Battle Royal that made me the number one contender. And then we went on lockdown, and I've spent these past few weeks just thinking about that title match. All that has done is made me more and more hungry. So I can promise you this, that when lockdown does end and that match does happen, Danny Chase is going to get a completely different Dante Durden than what he was expecting.
Well, House of Pain Wrestling fans, I'm sure everyone would agree that we have 3 hungry wrestlers here for success, 1 who holds the title and 2 who want that title, and that always leads to action-packed matches and action-packed shows like only House of Pain Wrestling can produce. Gentlemen, you've said your pieces. Thank you for joining us tonight. When we see you next, hopefully we can settle this issue, and we will see out of the 3 of you who truly deserves to have that middleweight title around their waist and deserves to call themselves champion. Dante, Davey, thank you. Champ, as you like to call yourself. We'll see you soon. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Now, we talked about it a little bit earlier on in the program, but now our feature match. We head to Beeston as the Tank, Jackson Bane, the House of Pain heavyweight champion, goes one-on-one defending his title against the great Tommy Taylor. Check it out. We are here in the main event at Beeston. The heavyweight title is on the line as the Tank, Jackson Bane, defends against the great Tommy Taylor. The bell in this match went a little bit ago, and Tommy Taylor seems very reluctant to get in the ring with the massive Tank. Tommy Taylor not taking kindly to the chance of chicken, and the Tank is going to kill him from these Beeston fans as he ducks under a lock-up attempt and actually goes to work on the Tank, bringing the aggression. Tommy Taylor, he might be annoying, he might be a loudmouth, but there's no doubting that the man can go as he puts the Tank almost down to one knee. He climbs up to the second rope, attempted using his speed to his advantage, and a big mistake there by Tommy Taylor. Seems he's just annoyed Jackson Bane now as the Tank catches him and charges him back to the corner with that big shoulder block and follows up with repeated blows, hooks him under the arms and launches him across the ring, using that immense power, that power advantage that he has over Tommy Taylor. You can see Tommy Taylor is almost out on his feet, being held up by the top rope as the Tank, Jackson Bane, stomps around the ring and owns it like only he can, as he follows up with another huge throw across to the other side of the ring. Tommy Taylor begging off now. He wants none of the House of Pain champion. I don't think he's going to get any rest from the Tank though. Oh, Tommy Taylor, smart move, baiting Jackson Bane in and dragging him into that middle buckle. He's up on the second again. It didn't work last time. He goes for the crossbody, and the Tank, Jackson Bane, just strolls out of the way, and Tommy Taylor crashes down to the canvas. Jackson Bane in complete control, but Tommy Taylor landed on his feet from that hip toss attempt, and a running forearm. He's not going to go down without a fight. Jackson Bane twists Tommy Taylor all the way around, stops, wags his finger. You saw the sheer terror on Tommy Taylor's face as the Tank takes Tommy Taylor up for a stalling vertical suplex and holds him up there. Now with one arm. 10 seconds and a huge landing at the end. Tommy Taylor isn't having a very good day. He's being thrown from pillar to post by the champion, the House of Pain champion. the Tank Jackson Bane as he avoids the F5 attempt. Breaks out of this waistlock with some elbows. Goes for another one. And belly to belly suplex all the way to the other side of the ring. We've got to take a short break, House of Pain fans, as we see Tommy Taylor flying over the top to the outside. We'll be back in a few minutes. We're back, House of Pain fans, and Tommy Taylor has taken control of this match, much to the surprise of the fans here in Beeston. He is a very dangerous individual when he gets going. A former middleweight, full throttle and tag team champion here in House of Pain. If he wins this match, he is the first ever Grand Slam winner of all the titles. As you see him strutting around the ring, admiring his handiwork. He better not give the Tank any recovery time if he wants to take that belt off him. Pure power from Jackson Bane, and you have to stay on top of that if you have any hope of defeating him. As you see Tommy Taylor with those lovely European uppercuts in the corner. He walks away. He might be giving him too much space here, as he follows up with a big spin kick right to the jawline of the Tank Jackson Bane. He flops down to one knee. Here comes Tommy Taylor, and another one straight to the face. Down to both knees there. You saw Jackson Bane. He is on the ropes for sure with Tommy Taylor. And a third one, no, caught by Jackson Bane. And launched away the Tank with a massive clothesline. Following up with another one. Tommy able to avoid the third one, but gets met with a huge pop-up flapjack. Landing face first. Tommy won't like that. You know how much he loves his face. Here comes the Tank full steam ahead with a big splash. Tommy moves. And the Jackson Bane collides with the buckle and gets met with a enziguri. Not sure if Tommy got all of that. Goes to follow up with a curb stomp, but gets met with a big backbreaker flipped onto his shoulder. And a huge reverse turning power slam. Tommy Taylor still kicking out. You can see the look on Jackson Bane's face. It's almost like, okay, you want to play like that? I've got more for you. Here you see the Tank round the ring, shaking the ropes, stamping his foot, trying to get that momentum going. He's looking to finish this match. Anyone who's been in the ring with Tommy Taylor though knows how hard it is to keep this man down. As we said earlier, he might be a big mouth, but he is a very talented big mouth. As he once again reverses that F5, he must have it scouted into a sunset flip attempt. Tank pulls him up. Big super kick. That might have knocked Jackson Bane out cold. He has not moved, and he just kicks out. He was really put on Dream Street after that super kick. Tommy Taylor, a very, very big 2.9, but he transitions beautifully into an STF. If the super kick doesn't keep you down, then he will try and make you tap out. Let's see if the Tank Jackson Bane can get out of this predicament. You see he's clutched Tommy Taylor's wrists. He's going to use his power, it seems, to pry Tommy Taylor's hands away. Tommy Taylor shocked that he was overpowered like that. He's got to stay on him though, as the Tank comes up to his knees and meets Tommy Taylor with a massive uppercut. Tommy Taylor flopping all over the ring. The great Tommy Taylor looking to be the first ever Grand Slam champion, but at this rate he's not going to be. Oh, Tommy Taylor just avoided the tank, and the referee unfortunately got crushed in the corner. The referee is down. The tank goes to follow up, and Tommy Taylor takes the advantage and swings a punch right into the nether regions of the tank Jackson Bane. It doesn't matter how big you are, folks. You take a hit like that, you are going down. And what's Tommy Taylor looking for now? It looks like Tommy Taylor's looking for something, perhaps his cane, taking the advantage that the referee is down. No, he's found the House of Pain heavyweight title, and he's lining up the tank, and a big shot to the face. Title belt to face. You can see him clutching his hair. The referee is down. There's no one to count a follow-up pin, and he's charging backstage now. The tank Jackson Bane is out cold in the middle of the ring. He has not moved an inch as Tommy Taylor comes back out with a replacement referee. Referee Kevin Redmond there for the pin. 1, 2, and the tank kicks out. He is not giving up that belt without a fight, and you can see the look on Tommy Taylor's face. He thought that was it. He's freaking out, and he follows up by super kicking the referee. I don't even think he thought of any repercussions coming from that action. He was just so angry that the tank Jackson Bane kicked out of that pin attempt that he wanted to take his aggression out on someone. House of Pain management won't be happy with those actions from Tommy Taylor. As he pulls the tank up, he goes for a big swing. The tank hoists him up, big twisting Samoan drop. Shoots for the pin, but both referees are down now. You can hear the crowd counting 1, 2, 3 and cheering. They think this match is over. But without a referee count, the match still continues. Both referees down, and now you see Brandon Brooks, the protein of Pro Team, and Mr. Number 1, Niall Hind. Pro Team members, you know the tank has had his issues with Pro Team, especially Big Papa Goose Troy, as he brings Niall Hind over the top rope into the ring and gets hit with a big high knee from Brandon Brooks. Goes to capitalise, jumping off the second rope, but the tank catches him. Brandon Brooks avoids a big elbow and meets the tank with a huge kick to the face. Once again, Pro Team picking the bones. You don't see Troy around here doing his dirty work. His boys are out here doing his work for him. Both referees still down, and now you see the suntan Superman LJ Heron in the ring with a big spear on Brandon Brooks. Now he's going after Niall Hind. Comes off the ropes, and another big spear onto Mr. Number 1, sending him flying down to the mat. LJ Heron here to even the odds for his friend Jackson Bane. Now he's lining up a big spear on Tommy Taylor. Tommy Taylor leapfrogs, and oh my god! LJ Heron's just accidentally speared the tank Jackson Bane. Tommy Taylor has followed up, super kicking LJ Heron out of the ring, and you see him waking up the referee, dragging him over to Jackson Bane, who's out for the count, it seems. No, not like this. That's a 2. Jackson Bane, the tank kicks out. Still fighting. After LJ Heron accidentally speared him, Tommy Taylor pleading with the referee, telling everyone in the building that was free. It was just a 2, Tommy. You are not the champion. The tank is still the champion, but the tank Jackson Bane can't have much left. After that, a super kick, a title belt to the face, an accidental spear from LJ Heron, and Tommy Taylor, who's freaking out in the corner there, is going to follow up with a curb stomp, but no, the tank Jackson Bane catches his foot. He's letting Tommy Taylor think about it. Scoops him up for a powerbomb. Transitions him onto his shoulders into the fireman's carry. F5! F5. Nobody kicks out of the F5. And Tommy Taylor, you put up a good fight. but you are not the first ever Grand Slam champion. The winner of this match, and still the House of Pain heavyweight champion, the Tank, Jackson Bane. Big win there for the champion, overcoming a lot, but that's why he can hold that belt high above his head and call himself the champion. An amazing, hard-fought, successful defense there by the Tank Jackson Bane, a champion right here in House of Pain Wrestling that we can all be incredibly proud of, and anyone who's going to take that belt off him has a very, very hard battle ahead of them. That's it for this week, House of Pain fans. We'll see you next week for episode 15. Until then, stay safe,